Ira, your younger brother needs your help. You know what it means.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you want?
Why are you so slow to uptake? Have you forgotten the only value you have? Don't make me start over. You'd better hurry.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
This useless girl. You can't do anything properly. I told you your brother needed help, but you just played dumb with me and pretended not to understand.
Oh. I see how it is. To put it bluntly, you're asking me for money, huh? What is the reason this time? Last time it was because he owed money from losing a bet, the time before that was about gambling, blah blah blah. So what is the reason this time?
Why do you keep criticizing him? He's your younger brother. If he's in trouble, you have to help him. You're older but still don't know how to care for your little brother.
Mom. The problem here is your son. He hangs out all day, gambles, and hangs out with many different girls. He doesn't work or go to school at all even though he is 22 years old. It's called a social evil. It turned out like that because you were tolerating him too much.
Now you criticize me too? Are you saying I don't know how to raise my child so he turned out like that? I can't believe that I raised you for many years and this is what I get.
Mom, I didn't mean to say that. But isn't it obvious to see that he is getting more and more involved in social evil?
Are you crazy to call your younger brother a social evil? He's just a bit impulsive at that age. You are truly a bad sister when say your brother like that.
Mom, I'm worried about my little brother. What will his future be like? Every day he is in debt and demands money from his sister. If he doesn't owe money, he's asking for money to gamble, go out with his girlfriend, and hang out with his bad friends. Every time I tried to dissuade him, you always incited him to ask for my money. I'm not a mobile bank that you two ask for money from whenever you need it.
That's your only value when you were born as a girl. You are a girl who can never do anything great. Giving birth to a daughter is truly useless. They think they are smart but only good at arguing with the person who gave birth to them.
Mom. You're being unfair to me. Up until now, you have only focused your attention on your son. If he messes up, you're always there to support him. But when it comes to me, you always seem to ignore me. And one more thing. What is wrong with giving birth to a daughter? What is wrong if I'm a girl? Am I not the one with a successful career? I tried so hard to establish my own company, but you never recognized me.
Of course, I've raised you for decades, so success is the last thing you must do for me. I didn't ask you to be grateful to me and give me all your money. I just want you to take care of your little brother. That's the only thing, but you keep nagging him all the time. You're being selfish and heartless by not helping your brother.
I'm not saying I don't help him. I will help him. I just want you to understand that if you continue to tolerate him like that, the future consequences will be very unpredictable. Sometimes you should be tougher with him.
Why do I have to do that? He's still young and I should let him run and play freely and enjoy his youth. He is the only son in the family and in the future he will take care of this family and do many great things. So you need to help him whenever he needs it. For his future. That's all your duty. You must be able to do that.
You're not listening to me.
You talk too much. I don't care what you want. All I care about is that my son needs money and you haven't given it to him yet. Transfer him the money he needs. Hurry up. He is waiting.
Okay, I will transfer the money to him. How much money does he need?
$1,000.
What? $1,000? That's a lot of money. Why does he need that much?
You don't need to know. Besides, you have a lot of money, so giving him $1,000 is nothing, right?
Fine. I transferred the money. Next time, tell him to ask me directly when he wants to borrow money.
Okay. I'll tell him.
2 days later.
Hey sis. Yo Ira.
What do you want, Waldo? Are you asking for money again?
How do you know that?
I wonder why.
I don't understand what you are saying. Anyway, transfer me $1,000 right now.
$1,000 again? What? But I just gave it to you 2 days ago.
That happened 2 days ago. Now I need more money.
What did you do with that money? Did you run out of money gambling?
I was just unlucky at that time. I can get back all the money I lost, even 3 or 4 times more.
3 or 4 times the amount owed? Are you stupid?
Why do you talk so much? I told you to give me money so I can recover my losses. Your job is to shut up and send me the money.
Why do I have to transfer money to you so you can continue doing these meaningless and evil things? The more you try to undo it, the more money you will lose. You should know when to stop. I mean, you should stop right now.
You really have a big mouth. You should shut up before I call Mom to deal with you. Now will you transfer money to me or not?
Are you using your mother to threaten me? Do you think Mom will agree with your unreasonable actions?
Of course. I am the eldest son of this family. She is always on my side. No matter what happens, she always shows up for me.
Do you think this world revolves around you? You brat. If you keep behaving like that, you won't be able to do anything in the future.
Oh, my dear sister. Are you feeling jealous? Mom never cared about you at all. To be honest, sis. To our mother, you are just a stepping stone for my bright future and nothing more. Why haven't you realized that yet? You should realize that soon and obediently give me money every time I ask.
Indeed, she doesn't care about me, but I'm still her daughter. She never treats me like that. It's just that she's worried about you, so she focuses on you. You always make her miserable.
Maybe. However, no matter what I do, she still finds a way to help and forgive me. Oh yes, she's pushing all the responsibility onto you. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, she won't recognize you. You know that too, Ira.
Shut up. Stop talking nonsense, Waldo.
If you want me to stop talking, quickly send me the money.
Okay, I'll transfer the money to you. You should know how to live well yourself. Don't bother Mom anymore.
You are really funny. While your mother treats you like that, you still worry about her. Indeed, this world is not fair. Bye, sis.
1 week later.
Ira. Give me 30 grand right away.
What on earth are you saying, Mom? That's a lot of money.
I don't care, just give it to me now.
But for what?
Why are you talking so much? All you have to do is transfer money to me. Is that really hard to ask you for money?
It's not that, Mom. It's just that suddenly you asked for such a large amount of money. Where will I get it from?
You useless daughter. You can't do anything for me. Having a company on your own, but every time I ask you about money, you always say I don't have any money to not lend me money. You can use money to spend on many things, but you never do it to help your family. If you don't want to help your mother, just say so.
Mom, you're overdoing it. It's not that I won't lend you money. My company is having difficulty during this period and the amount of money you want is too huge. I can't afford it right away. I'm always the one looking for ways to help this family. Not your precious son.
What did I say wrong? You've only helped a few times and you're already giving credit. I raised you two through so many hardships, but I didn't complain or take credit for anything. Why are you so selfish and only think about yourself? You must know that if you don't help your brother, he could be beaten to death by debt collectors. Are you going to leave your little brother alone?
It turned out it was because of your son. It makes sense now. Let me guess. Your son lost while gambling, borrowed money to continue playing, and now owes that huge amount of money? Why am I not surprised?
Of course, it's because of your younger brother. You should think of a way to raise money to help him. I don't care how you do it, but today you have to collect 30 grand.
It's indeed only possible because of your son that you treat me like that. Many times I wonder if I am your biological child or not. Why do you hate me so much? No matter what I do, to you, I'm only a pain in the neck.
What nonsense are you talking about? It's annoying when you nag so much. Why would I give in birth to something like you? Giving birth to you is truly a mistake.
What? What the hell did you just say? You never wanted to give birth to me? How could you say those words to your flesh and blood?
If I had known in advance that you were a girl, I would have aborted that pregnancy. Because of you, your father left me. You made me become a widow. You should be grateful that I didn't throw you away. Lucky for you, you still have value and can help my son advance his career in the future. That's the only reason I allow you to stay in my house and treat you like my daughter. I gave you a good education just for that reason.
You're heartless, Mother. I can't believe you're capable of saying such things. I never asked for any of this. I just wanted to be your daughter, to be loved, and to feel like I belong here.
Love and belonging don't pay the bills, Ira. Life is tough, and you have to be tougher. If you can't handle it, that's not my problem.
But I'm your child. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Don't you feel any responsibility for how I turn out?
Responsibility? You're the one who should be responsible for your future. You're old enough to figure things out.
I just wanted your love, your support, even just a bit of kindness. Is that too much to ask for?
Kindness? Well, life isn't kind, Ira. Get used to it.
You're the one who's making it so cruel for me. You've turned your back on your own child, and for what? To advance your son's career? Is that all I am to you, a stepping stone?
You should be grateful I didn't abandon you like I wanted to. You should be thankful that I've given you an education and a roof over your head.
I'll never understand how a mother can treat her own child this way. I may be your daughter by blood, but I don't consider you my mother anymore.
Fine then, Ira. If that's how you feel, then go ahead and leave. But remember, you still have to transfer your brother 30 grand before you leave. Oh, and another half of the company's assets. Anyway, I was the one who helped you get to where you are today. That will be the maintenance fee you owe me.
You are truly cruel. A wolf won't eat a wolf. You are more insensitive than a cold-blooded animal. You took my money and now want my company's assets. Fine. I'll give you what you want as payment for the time you spent raising me. But after I transfer the money to you for the last time, we won't have any more relations. I'll cut ties with you. You also won't be able to come to me to ask for anything anymore.
TSK. What can you expect from a company about to go bankrupt? Okay, I'll never see you again or ask you for anything again. Now transfer the money.
Check your account. I have fulfilled my duty as a daughter. Goodbye, dollface.
10 years later.
Ira. Where are you? I want to talk to you. I don't like waiting.
Who are you?
I'm your mother.
Mother?
That's right.
Who? Mother of who? I think you got the wrong person. My mother died 10 years ago in an accident.
What? How could it be wrong? I'm pretty sure I used exactly the number my son gave me. Is this Ira?
Yes, this is Ira.
So I texted the right person.
Wait, why do you have my phone number? Are you stalking me?
No, my son gave it to me.
So your son was the one stalking me?
It's not like that. You misunderstood. I just wanted to talk to you.
We don't have any relationship. Why do I have to talk to you?
Don't say that, Ira. Why do you say you don't have a mother? I'm Dollface, your mother.
You say my mother? Don't make me laugh. We cut ties 10 years ago and you are the one who agreed to that. So don't contact me anymore.
After all, legally we are still mother and daughter, right? You can't deny that.
Meeting you is truly unlucky. What do you want from me?
I will get straight to the point. Give the company to your brother. He needs a job.
Wow. That was shocking. Do you know what you're saying? You must be an insane old lady. You tell me to give it, so I have to give it? Quite entertaining. But that's enough of the comedy. Now get off.
Wait. I know it's an excessive request and I shouldn't do it. I'm just so worried about my son.
Luckily, you're still a little alert. I was planning to call an ambulance for you to check if your head was dented anywhere, leading to these crazy actions.
I know it's not right for me to do that. It's crazy.
I'm glad that you realize it.
So can you give him the position of director? Although the position is a bit low but can be acceptable.
Huh? What? Are you crazy? Or are you stupid?
You can't talk to your mother like that. After all, according to the law, I am still your mother. You have to listen to me. Have you forgotten who raised you?
Again? Are you using that excuse to force me? There's no such thing anymore. I have fulfilled my duty as a daughter. You can't force me to do anything anymore. Don't even think about crying. I don't care.
You are truly unconscionable. You let your mother have to suffer and beg for you while you pretend it's nothing.
Unconscionable? You are cold-blooded. We are the same. I only treat you according to our agreement. As a stranger, I have the right to refuse to do what you request.
How can you deny our relationship for so many years so easily?
Why not? You also agreed at that moment too.
Okay. I really did that. However, you have to think about your younger brother. My poor son has no job and life is very miserable. As his older sister, shouldn't you help him?
You overprotected him, so now that kid is hopeless like that? You're truly harming your own son. But what do you mean by living a miserable life? I remember I gave you two a lot of money. Yet now your son has no job and lives in poverty?
Well, a lot of things happened, and after 10 years, that small amount of money is not enough to live on. But I believe my son has a hidden talent. You just need to give him a high position working in the company. I believe he can handle the job well. Maybe he even makes more money for the company.
Some things happen? Don't make me laugh. If you won't tell the truth, then let me tell you. Your son is an alcoholic and gambler. He spent all that money on gambling and drinking all day. What a useless guy. The money is not unlimited. Without income, that money will disappear very quickly. You are his mother, but you are also powerless against his actions. Because you had raised him to become that kind of person, a social evil. But what surprises me, you're still alive today. And the fact that you are still very proud of your son. And trust him with all your heart after everything he has done, and treated you as a miracle. Normal people know when to stop, but you and your precious son did not get that.
My son is not useless. He's just that he's a bit playful.
Whatever you say. Besides, that amount of money is small. It's true that beggars' bags are bottomless. No number can satisfy the two of you.
Human greed has no bottom. When they achieve the desired amount of money, gradually that amount of money is not enough to satisfy them anymore. They will always want more than that amount. No. You're wrong.
That time your son was drunk and almost threw a baby into the river. Fortunately, the baby was saved in time, so the baby was fine. However, your son was almost sued and even had to go to jail. At that time, you had to kneel and beg the baby's parents for forgiveness. And because of your son, you even forced me to pay a large amount of money to compensate and silence them. Mother of the Year.
It's not like that. You're wrong. He was just too drunk and he couldn't control himself. It's all just unconscious action.
Unconscious action? It clearly shows that he is a violent person. When you told your son not to take his last money to gamble, what did he do? He threatened to let gangsters take over your house and even wanted to beat you. Well, that's your good son.
How do you know that?
Does that matter now? Your son is a violent and useless man. And now he is also a murderer. What are you going to do now, dollface?
I do not understand. I don't know anything else. What did I do wrong to make things turn out like this?
You never know where your mistake is. Your personality remains the same.
I have to save my son. No matter what happens to him, he is still my child. I have to protect him, I have to save him.
It's truly a mother's love, so touching. Will you do everything to save your son?
Yes, I will do anything for my son. I'll pay any cost to save him.
Oh. Show me then.
What do you mean?
Your determination. Show me your determination to save your son.
I got it. I know what to do. I will kneel, so please save my son. Please help me save him, Ira. I beg you.
Wow, are you going to kneel before me? Are you willing to kneel before the person you once hated and despised? Where's your soaring self-esteem? It doesn't matter anymore.
My pride cannot help me save my son. Only you can. Please, Ira. I beg you. Please save my son. I'll do whatever you tell me to.
It's interesting to see such a heart-rending. However, I cannot help your son. It's already hopeless.
No. Don't say that. There must be another way. My son can start over again. I will teach him more carefully. Please give me a chance, I won't let you down. Please save him.
He killed a person, Dollface. Only that was enough to send him to jail. The police will find him soon.
Enno, my son. No, don't take my son away from me. I can't live without him. Please.
There is a way to help him make amends.
How to do that? Please tell me.
He has to turn himself in.
Impossible. Can't do that. They will take my son away.
If he wants to make amends, he must at least face his own sins and pay the price for that. You can't do bad things and expect to be forgiven without having to pay the price.
Is there no other way? I don't want him to go to jail. How can he live there?
That's your choice. If you want to save it, do it yourself. I can't help so much.
Wait. Ira. Money solves everything, right? Can you lend him a large amount of money for your younger brother? Please? I'll do anything.
Money can't solve everything, Dollface. Besides, I won't give you two any more money. I also don't want to have anything to do with you too. Farewell, Dollface. Good luck with your choice.
Wait a minute. Ira.
Later that day, Dollface came to my company and pleaded for help in front of everyone. Despite her persistence, I don't care at all. She continued her desperate efforts, coming to my company every day for a week, driven by a mother's love. No matter how hard she tried, nothing could change the inevitable. Her son was eventually arrested and sentenced to prison. The shock of the court's verdict was so overwhelming that I caused her to faint. This tragic turn of events resulted in her losing her memory, and she now resides in a nursing home. Despite everything, I occasionally visit her on weekends. After all, she is still my mother. However, what saddens me the most is that throughout this entire ordeal, there was never an apology or explanation for what she had put me through. But life must go on. My company developed very quickly. I became a successful businesswoman at the age of 40. Although I am not young anymore, I found the man of my life and also felt love for the first time. That was also the first time I felt family affection from his family. A good turn deserves another. Just live well and love yourself more.